Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to a special session this Friday evening where I'm coming back on just to finish or even to start the free readings that I had from my earlier session. I had so many donations, I wasn't able to start the free readings at all. And I'm so blessed and so grateful. It's what allows me to keep doing all the free things that I offer, including these readings. I know everyone is not able to make donations. That's why I like to come back on and serve my community and provide the free readings. So buckle up, buttercups. There is no chat in this session because I'm not taking any new requests, but I will be back tomorrow and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time if you'd like to join me then. After I finish this session, I will post a comment listing the order in which the readings were completed. That way you can find your reading more readily. So let's get started. Going to continue to use the Naked Heart Tarot. And we had left off, well, we hadn't left off, we hadn't started. So at the very beginning, we have Mia Mia. So Mia Mia, thank you for your question here. And let's take a look. So you want to know if F avoided to like the third party post on Instagram and just leaving a comment on it, not to hurt you, hoping you wouldn't notice the comment, but only that he didn't like the post. So that this way he made the third party happy for the comment, but not hurt me, hoping I would just notice that he didn't put a like on it, hoping I wouldn't go check the comments. Kind of makes sense. So you're just wanting to know if he didn't like the third party post on Instagram, and then he just wanted to make a comment over there. If he did it because he didn't want to hurt your feelings. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit would like you to know around that situation here. All right. With the Eight of Wands and the Sage, which is the Hierophant, there's higher truth to what he was wanting to do. I don't feel like he put that much thought into what he was doing. I think he just, with the Eight of Wands, this is messages. I feel like there was just so many messages and he commented on it. I don't feel like they were doing anything in a specific way. They just saw it. The Eight of Wands is like immediate action. So whatever they clicked on took them to comment on it itself. Because on Instagram, like if you send a message or whatever and you click on it, takes you away from the person that's sharing it with you, and it only does it on the other one. So I think it's just a matter of how it was working. It doesn't feel like I said, I don't feel like they took a whole lot of thought into it. So I wouldn't put any thought into it either. All right. Interesting. So that's what they have there for you, Mia Mia. So many blessings to you. And then Kritika Sayani, you want to know, is Anavesh going to marry someone else? Let's see, is going to marry someone else you see in your dream. All right, so let's take a look here and see. So, are they going to marry someone else? Okay, so Anavesh. Are they going to marry someone else? Wow, Sage came in here again. We've got the Sage is your higher self, calling you to a higher place to look at capital T truths in your life around this fullness in the outside world with this Four of Pentacles. So, it feels like here, I like that third eye in the middle there, that there's this no, it just feels like, yeah, even on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ace of Swords, which is about looking at the situation from a different perspective. And so the dream that you had, I don't feel had to do with, like, it wasn't a premonition, right? So in your dream and you saw them marrying someone else, this has to do with spirit having you look into, you know, things within you. It's your soul bringing up fears to work through fears and to look at those things. They're not telling me whether they're marrying someone else or not, because they're telling you the real reason for the dream was for you to look into your fears and to question why would you fear? What would it mean? Um, you know, um, would you live through it? It's funny because it's like really looking at the way that what emotions this brings up, the fears that it brings up, and that's what happens, especially right now around we're in the middle of eclipse season. We have all this stuff bubbling up and being brought to our face to be able to look at it and to understand what it is. And I feel like that's mainly what spirit wants you to look at is, the dream, we brought it in there for you to see it. How did you feel during the dream? What does it bring up? What's at the root of those feelings? Was there lower vibrational emotions? Then what were the fears that are at the root of that? What do their actions or non-actions mean about you? Nothing, right? It's clarity. It's bringing that to free you from that, and that's what they were bringing in there for you. So hopefully that helps. So that's what they have for you, Kritika. So many blessings to you. And then Crystal's Day. You wanted a love reading. So let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know right now around love. That one right there. Wow. You can't make this up. Did we get something like this before? Someone got something like this before. I think like today. I'm not sure if it was you. But we got the the Two of Cups, which is love, relationship. And the Justice card comes in here, which is about, the Ace of Swords in the middle is questioning our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets. It gives you this empowerment, not only to see things from a different perspective, a higher perspective, a place of unconditional love, the capital T truth, but it helps cut away and slice away the small t truths, allowing us to convert these beliefs and experiences we've had into higher knowledge and higher wisdom, helps balance things out. So the main message here is to just really be aware of, the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets that you have around what a relationship should be and supposed to be and need to be and who you're supposed to be and who they're supposed to be and how it's all supposed to be in full. There's a lot of rules in here around all that. And this is the clarity that they're encouraging you to take a look at, because those are the things that slow down when we have lower vibrational emotions and thoughts and beliefs. They are anchors. They slow stuff down. They drag things. So when we look at those and transform them, then our vibration goes higher and things move faster. They're able to come in, and we don't bring in lower vibrational relationship. We bring in a higher vibrational relationship. Lower vibration, fights, betrayal, all those juicy emotions rooted in fear. Other is gratitude, unconditional love, joy, laughter, all that peace. And that's the kind of relationship we generally want, at least eventually. In the beginning, maybe we want drama, but we get over that soon. And I feel like that's what they want you to know right now, Crystal's Day. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Doll Face Diva, you wanted a general for next week. So let's take a look here and see. What do they want you to know about next week? All right. Well, it feels like a very victorious, abundant type of energy with the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands. It's a victory card. And, we've got this, I don't know, this fate, the Fate's Wheel is really standing out to me. And the Six of Wands is bringing in the Six of Cups energy, which is past life connection. So there's like this flow, this energy, this draw. And I feel like whoever this is, it's at least one person next week that you have this real connection with, that you just are like, I feel like I know you before. And it could be even an existing connection. Something turns. It's like the wheel of fate turns, that just activates something. And like I said, it could even be someone you know already. And you're like, where did that come from? It's like, I've known you for a while, but now suddenly there's this activated connection. Or it could be someone brand new coming in and you feel like you've known them forever. but I feel like there's this past life feeling of like, like you did win the lottery, like you have something that clicks next week for you, with all this past life energy that it just like makes your week where you're like, wow, I love that happened, and I just feel like it's a spark of a deeper friendship, a relationship of some sort, whether it's romantic or a reconnection with family, something significant, around relationship happens. So I love that for you. And that's the heads up they want to give you. Just be aware of the emotional changes that you have with someone, that you interact with the next week. So there you go. That's what they have. All right, Dollface Diva, many blessings to you. And then Day Sturgis, you wanted a general reading. So what does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. Time for West and Weewagsation. You got the Hermit card, which is stepping back, and you got the Balance card of the Two of Pentacles. So this is about, having some alone time, having some balancing time. It's good to rest. It's good to have this peace and quiet, and using that time, to really connect to your higher self and spirit, not with like work and shadow work and journaling. I feel like it's just hanging with your homies, from up above in the spirit world, but taking time to rest and just kick back and rejuvenate, have your battery recharged. It's important to take a day just away from all the activity, away from all the drama, away from all the chaos out there, and just be. So that's what they have for you right now, Day Sturgis. So enjoy the relaxation. Right, many blessings to you. And then MMC, you'd like a career reading for next week. Let's take a look here and see. What do they want you to know about your career next week? All right. There's some conflict that's happening around, some drama that's happening around you at work with the Five of Wands. But I like this because your Heart of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords, balancing the head and the heart that come in here. And it's interesting because I feel like the drama doesn't have to do with you directly, but you're like in the eye of the storm, and you're able to see things because you're staying calm. You're able to, balance this, um, you know, your the supposed tos and the shoulds and all the emotion and everything, and you're able to come up with solutions here, with your career, with whatever is unfolding, in your career right now. And so, whatever this is, it's this balancing energy that allows you to kind of come out on top, where you're kind of looked at, I wouldn't say as a hero, but they're like, wow, thank you so much. You made such an impact. And so I really like this kind of energy that's coming in here for you, because I feel like it gives you a nice boost of, excuse me, confidence, um, but also recognition. And I like this. So I just feel like it's something that's been needed, and something that definitely stands out there for you. So I feel like that's what's coming in right now for you, MMC. So enjoy that, and many blessings to you. Right, and then New Love, you are up. So, hello and thanks. You are very welcome. What will happen between you and P this month? All right, let's take a look here. So sorry, I got a phlegmy again. I get better and then I eat and then here it comes again. So sorry for hacking up on here. After I apologize, let me just clear my throat. All right. So, you've got the Full card, which is about a brand new adventure free of a lot of expectations. And we do have the Sky Father, which is the Emperor, which two major arcana means there's a significant change in a rebirth of some sort that starts this adventure. The Sky Father, the Emperor, is this energy, it's Aries energy, which is the baby of the zodiac, which we are in right now, zodiac season, Aries season. And the emperor makes decisions, right? There are, they have a lot of opinion that's given to them, a lot of advice by self-appointed advisors. But at some point, and I feel like this is both of you with all this, supposed tos and shoulds and need tos, that you both are deciding what you're wanting. You're making a plan and you're taking action. This starts the fool's journey, something more free of expectation, more free of limitation that comes in here. And I just feel like it's someone making a decision to move forward in their own way. I feel like a lot of this emperor energy is them, that they're like, this is what I want to do. And it just feels here that there's this, desire to experience life, but they don't want to have intentions. They want to be able to do what they want to do. And I feel like like your interactions enter this place of like, I just want to go enjoy stuff. And if you want to come with me to go do something, let's go. But I don't want to be like, are we in a relationship? Are we this? Are we that? Or do 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 do. They don't. They're like a lion that doesn't want to be caged right now. And this emperor is them stepping up and going, roaring like Leo the lion. It's fire energy, but it's like, I just want freedom. I just want to experience and not have it pressure. And that's what kind of energy that's coming in, if that makes sense. So it's up to us, if it's like, you know what, I'm okay with doing that and just enjoying it for what it is, going with the flow and not going, well, I'll go with the flow as long as I know later there's a commitment. It's like, no, not going to work with them. They're like, you'll run around with me as long as there's a cage later. No, they have this cage picture in their mind of relationships feeling caged and cagey, which can be past relationships that are bringing that experience in, right? So that's the kind of energy that we're looking at for this month of April, at least. So just be aware of that as you're uh, either progressing with them or cutting it off. So hang in there, new love. I know what a lovely adventure. All right, but many blessings for you. Right, and then Shirley Maydor, hello, hello, and um, okay, so you want to know what's the deal with the guy D, and what does he want in what does he want in the connection and his current feelings or thoughts towards you? Okay, yeah, let's take a look. Just shuffle these up a little bit. All right, so let's get into this here. What is the deal with the guy D? All right, all right. Interesting energy with the 10 of Wands and the Innocence of Pentacles, which, the energy that comes in here, Wands energy, a lot of passion, a lot of passion, a lot of passion. But with the 10 of Swords, it's the end. The 10 is the ending of passion and the refocus of things. And I just feel like, you know, even with this innocent of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles, it's this new opportunity. And there's a lot of this, I don't want to say, um, trying to find a heightened, upgraded worth in relationship to the outside world. And this 10 of Wands is they're like trying to do so many things to feel better about themselves, to kind of pump up their self-esteem. And I feel like their intentions and feelings towards you are, like, you're one of the wands on the back of the camel there. You're one of like 10. Not that there's 10 people, but I feel like there's a lot of different things that they're focusing on, trying to make themselves feel better. And this is what's drawing in here. It just doesn't feel like, yeah, even on the bottom of the deck, we got the 8 of Wands, and it's like they're rushing to try to get into something because there's also the Ace of Pentacles. So you got the innocence and Page of Pentacles, which is heightened worth or new opportunities. And they got the 8 and the 10, which is a lot of energy being invested, passion being expressed, trying to make them feel this way. So it feels very much like their life has been shaken and excuse me, like they're, trying to fill up their heart with a bunch of stuff. And quite honestly, Shirley, I don't feel like you're the only person, the only love interest, passion interest. Not that they're the town manho or something, but I just feel like there's several because they just have a lot of emptiness in their heart that they're trying to fill. It's almost like, someone so hungry that's just rah, 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 taking whatever they can in because they feel so empty. So I really don't um particular like them for you. you know, we have to say what we have to say here, right? For the guidance there, but it just doesn't feel like there's specific intentions about you towards you. They're just looking for consumption, has nothing to do with you. You're appetizing. You're like, why, thank you. That's the nicest thing no ever someone said to me in a long time, right? You're appetizing. As long as you're not a cannibal, that's a compliment. And but I just feel like their intentions are not specific. They're just like, I'm empty. I need sustenance. Hey, you come here, and you and that and that and that and that. Not whose, but I think you get what I'm putting down there. So I know, Shirley. Hang in there. And let this be, every all these relationships that come by you and into your life and through your life, they're all mirrors showing you how you feel about yourself, and they're trying to show you what you want to see about yourself until you see it. So if you feel like you're getting the same type of person come in over and over and over and over again, it's like, ah, what am I wanting to see here, right? And let that be, an opportunity for reflection because they'll continue to show us what we want to see until we see it. They're so nice that way. And it's what we asked for anyway. So hang in there, my dear. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings. Then Ateshi Singh, will it happen tomorrow morning? All right. So yes or no question. Let's take a look here. Will it happen tomorrow morning? Well, it looks like yes with the Wheel of Fortune card. That is very much a positive affirmation card because it's about abundance, it's about wholeness, and it's tells us whatever unfolds in our life does unfold for us, and no matter what happens, your human is going to be happy about it because it's the tune of for you, the fortune, and your human, though sometimes might have a hard time getting on board with other things that are for me. This, whatever unfolds, they do feel that you're okay with. You feel like it's for you. So I feel like that's a yes. If not, you're fine with a no. But I feel like it's leaning towards a yes with that. Right. So that's what they have for you, Ateshi. So many blessings to you. And then Jennifer Simpson, you want to know what will the retrograde bring you? All right. And don't forget to check out, I just put out a retrograde video yesterday morning, that talks about the retrogrades in general, and then also the Mercury retrograde that we're in, and the Saturn retrograde that we're in the pre-shadow for. So be sure to check that out if you want to know more as well. All right, so what is this retrograde? I'm assuming you're talking about the one that we're in with Mercury. And yeah, it is. It looks like it brings you clarity that comes in here with the Justice card. It really allows some balance, allows you to see things. I wonder if you were born during a Mercury retrograde, or at least it's pre-shadow, because I feel like it um, impacts you differently than it impacts people who are not born during the Mercury retrograde. I feel like you feel comfortable with it. I feel you get a lot of clarity. You turn inward and communicate very well with yourself during retrogrades. and it allows this page of pentacles, which normally you don't want to start something new, brand new, um, during a Mercury retrograde. But if you're revisiting, rehashing, bringing something up from the past, it's primary for that. The energy supports it. And I feel like you do use this energy to start editing an old book, or you're revamping something old and taking something off the shelf that you put there ago. And I feel like it feels like it flows. This is the time to do it, whereas before it feels like you're struggling to launch something and get going on something. I feel like whatever this thing is that you're taking off the shelf, that you had drafts, or that needs editing, that needs review, perfect timing for that. And I feel like that's what you do with those two cards. So I like that for you, Jennifer. That's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Kieran, hello, hello. And you want a general reading for Prakriti. All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know right now. Okay, what did that one and that one. All right. So there's a bit of turbulence that's coming in here, but in the long run, it brings in a more solid foundation with the Four of Pentacles. Think of the four walls in the outside world as the Four of Pentacles, but whatever this tower is, it's something that is happening, of course, for you. That's one of the messages of the tower, is that whenever anything gets struck by lightning and removed, it's always for us to open up space for something new, something more in alignment with our higher self, and to clear this pathway to move forward with all this too. So it's either going to be complete removal out of your life, which makes space for someone new to come in, that's so much more, it's an upgrade for you, or the current status of what's going on between you two kind of just gets blown out of the water, because then it allows you to take a new type of approach to a relationship that you have with each other. So, whichever one resonates there, I feel like even the bottom of the deck, though, we've got the Six of Swords, which is movement away from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, even maybe movement across water. But there is movement in mindset, in the way you're approaching things and looking at things. So, it just feels like there's about to be a significant change. It either is going to go up or out. It can't stay the same way it is right now. And if it goes out, it's okay. It just means that you're moving into this energy of, like, um, you were evolving into a butterfly, and they're a caterpillar. You need butterfly things. You need butterflies that can go the distance and go things. And so if it ends, it means, okay, that's okay. They're going to go do caterpillar things. You're going to go do butterfly things, and you're going to find other butterflies that can migrate with you thousands of miles. The other caterpillar can't keep up. So if that's what happens, just know that, okay, it's for me. I'm going to find a butterfly, a fellow butterfly, if that makes sense. All right. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. And then God's daughter. Hello, hello. So your question is, are you getting better at tarot reading? Well, did you pull cards to ask yourself that? And what did you get? I'm just kidding. That'd be funny. Ha 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 ha. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit feel about your tarot reading here? Yeah, and you're getting, it feels like you're getting more clarity and getting clearer and clearer and clearer, because the Two of Cups can be your relationship with your higher self, and the Strength card is also the relationship with your higher self. So both of these are about continuing to develop your connection with Spirit, because that they're the ones that we're channeling. We're not just making up things based on what the cards look like or what their meanings are. It's really about, um, you know, reading the energy of the card. I'll give you a little bit of tidbit that really helped me with the first time I read cards. I was around a group of friends of me that were introducing me into it, and they were reading cards at the other end of the table. They'd ask a question, and I would give them the answer before they did the tarot because I was picking up on the person's energy. I was reading the person and connecting with them, right? And then finally they were just like, "Here, just take the cards. Why don't you do the reading?" I'm like, "Oh no, I don't know how to do this. I've never done it before." And they're like, "Really?" They're like, "You know how you're reading the person? Just read the card. What energy you're picking up." It's like consider each card like a an entity and connect to that energy. So like you know, you're empathic, you feel people's emotions, you pick up on things. So, look at the card that way. And I feel like that will help. Also, of course, develop your connection. The less you're in fear and the more you're at a higher vibration of unconditional love and joy and laughter, peace and gratitude, that's the frequency at which spirit speaks. So the more you're at that frequency, especially during a reading, the more clear the messages come through. If you have fear and anxiety, anything that's noisy and staticky, it's like trying to understand what someone is telling you to tell someone else when they're not directly in your ear and it's a loud, dance club with the music blaring and you're like, "What? They said, um, you know, I don't know, it's gonna make something up crass, but, "This is what they told me," and the person like, "What?" They're like, "No, no, no, not," I don't know, you know, I didn't tell them to go eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I told them that they better, something or other, you misheard it, right? And so that's the whole thing, with all that. So hopefully that helps God's daughter. Humor and laughter is such an important part. That's of higher vibration. Why are you so serious? All right. Many blessings. All right. And then Nuriel Zolazo, is that how you pronounce that? You will be relocating to Amsterdam. Will it be for your best and highest good? All right, let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit feel about Amsterdam for you? Okay. All right. you know, so sorry. You have the lover's card here. I think that is pretty snazzy there. I feel like maybe you do find love there if you don't have love already. If you do have love already, it enhances your relationship. The Five of Wands is in the beginning, it may not seem so, might feel a bit chaotic and a bit, you know, I guess being in a new place but it just feels like it transforms. The Five of Wands, five is a number of transformation and change, and it does. It transforms into something here for you. And yeah, I don't feel like there's a fated place that you need to live with this power of choice with the Lover's card too. It's like the choice, my emotional choice in each moment, I get to decide. And so there is this wherever you want to be, you can learn and express your life purpose anywhere. And I like that. You don't have to be in a specific place. So if you are looking at like your life purpose, I feel like you're going to be able to, it's like via the internet or something where you can connect the entire world where you're at. I don't feel like you have to be in a specific location. Sometimes there's jobs and careers and callings that have to do with a particular area because you're helping transform it, but I feel like yours is more virtual. And so you can be anywhere and it's very well supported. And if you want to be somewhere else, you can go do that too. But there's no warning signs of like, oh no, don't go there. It feels very, transformative with that Five of Wands and the Lover's card in there. So it feels supported. Yep. Right. And that's what they have for you, Nuriel. So many blessings to you. And then JJJ, why was every reading of J's S matching with you? So why was every reading of J's S matching with you? Okay, let's take a look here. Oh my gosh. So you get the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower card. both of these cards have this message of whatever unfolds in life unfolds on purpose for a purpose for us, and it is beneficial. There is this tint of fate that comes in with all of this, and I just feel like there is this past life connection, these cords that tie you guys so closely together, that I feel like there's this important, you know, um, connection that you guys have, and it's been like I said, the threads go back through different lifetimes too. So I definitely feel like there's a strong connection with with two major arcana coming in here. Let me see. What is this connection of the past like here? Yeah. So in death and rebirth, we've got the death card and the page of wands. So it's all about these endings and beginnings. And I feel like it's multiple lifetimes that you have here. And they wanted you to know this, that, they match because you are kind of on a parallel journey. And you guys do that a lot. It's like your buddies from the other side, and you guys like going through lifetimes and like I said, parallel a lot of lives that you guys do things the same, so that you can share the experience when you're back on the other side. And you've had experiences as brothers, as sisters, as lovers, as even what do they call it when it's my nemesis. You've had all these different types of interesting past lives together, but that's why it's showing up, so that you're aware of the past life connections that come through for you guys. So that's what's coming in there. So that makes sense of the ties that you have with them, right? All right, so many blessings to you. And then Mika Khan, you are up next here. Let's see, getting down to the end already here. Got just like a handful of people left, so thanks for your patience, everyone. So Mika Khan, is there a way to make K you like yours? A way to make them yours, I think is what it is. And what is it? Well, you can't make anyone be yours. We have no control over anyone else. Anytime we do, like, people do spell casting or whatever and go, I want them to be mine. No, if it's not meant to be, um, all that does is the want pushes people away. It's the energy. That's what happens when if you want to cast a spell upon yourself to bring you the perfect person for you, then if that's them, then they will be drawn. If it's not, that you'll draw in that person. But the thing that you can do in, to, find the love of your life, the one that is meant for you, is to focus on self-love, right? Yeah. Exactly. Here's your human self connection with your higher self, finding the self love from up above. Because the 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, starts with the 9 of Cups, which the 9 is the hermit's journey, turning inward and upward, finding unconditional love from above. You fill up and overflow because the outside world can't give you the love you're looking for. Whitney Houston, Dolly Parton wrote it. She sang Whitney sang it. The greatest love of all is right here and here. So we're searching for inward and upward. Once we fill up with that, then people, when they give to us, it's above and beyond extra instead of falling short. So the way to find the true love that you're looking for is to find your self-love first. You can't make anyone yours. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do, but they can't give you what you're looking for anyway. And the whatever feelings are bubbling up with, like, this desire of wanting to consume and have someone and have them be yours and you be theirs, really look into what's at the root of that. What fear is below there? What fear of not being good enough, not being enough, fear of rejection? What's below the surface there? Because that will help transform and move the emotions into a beautiful place of joy and celebration and gratitude instead of a place of fear and wantingness, right? Because when we want something, our energy tells the universe, I enjoy wanting, not having, but wanting. And so, what does that do? They're like, oh, you enjoy wanting, so we'll make you want much more and longer, and you can't have it because that's what you're telling me you're enjoying. You're like, no. So, when we move to gratitude and trust in the creator too, trust you are going to bring me the perfect person in the perfect way in the perfect timing for me that's for my highest experience instead of us trying to control and I need them. Creators like, really? Do you think can you do you trust me to bring you the perfect person? You're like, yeah, I can trust you. Can you trust yourself? Not when we're in our human form with fears and all the stuff bubbling inside of us where we're emotionally and mentally confused. And we're like, yeah, yeah, I want that. And they're like, that's rat poison. Do you really want that? Or would you rather have a piece of tapioca, pudding or pie? You're like, oh, that sounds better. They always have the better suggestions. All right. So that's what they have for you, Mika. Hopefully that helps. Hang in there, my dear. All right. Many blessings. Minahil, you are up. Do you already know your future spouse? Let's take a look here. Do you already know your future spouse? Nope, not yet. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is new opportunity coming up, and the Movement of Swords. It You're still working on removing some of your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are rooted in fears around who someone is supposed to be, should be, need to be, who you're supposed to be, how it's supposed to unfold, blah, blah, blah. All these rules and fear based beliefs around relationship that can be released because those are the things that are restricting and keeping you from recognizing the other person and having them come in, but also that lower vibrational beliefs that are rooted in fear. They are anchors. They slow things down. They drag things down. So as you clear away those thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you anymore around relationship and make it more open and expansive and more of an adventure, then that speeds things up and it also allows you to see them sooner too. So I like that for you, Minahil, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Nat Nat, you are up. So who is coming in love for you? Let's take a look here. Who is coming in love? All right. That one and that one. Who is headed your way? Wow, look at this. Two major arcana, the universe and the moon. Now, the universe is someone, that is very different. The universe is the last card, it's the world card. Last card in the major arcana, which ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. That's why it's not someone that's the old ways, because we do the old ways, we get the old. We're done with that, right? The moon card, I like this. It's someone who's intriguing, someone who, definitely feels different and new, exciting. And I feel like there is a lot of emotional energy that they have. So they could have a lot of water in their chart or possibly be a water sign or a water moon, which I feel like makes them they're very in tune with their emotions. They're very aware, very empathic, very connected to spirit too. So I feel like is so intriguing about them is that you're like, wait a minute, stuff, like they're connected to spirit and they can sense people's emotions. And so very self-aware emotionally, but also a strong spiritual connection too. So that's who's headed towards you. I like that for you because I feel like, you've had relationships before. They're reminding me of like my past relationships where they knew I did cards, they knew I was connected to spirit, and they saw it more as a party trick where it was fun to do and hey, I have this friend, let's do a reading, because this is fun. And I'm like, well, it's more than fun, you know. It's you need to respect it, but I didn't feel that they respected it. And I feel like you finding someone who is connected and they respect it much is what really works well for you. So that's what's coming in right now for you, Nat Nat. I like it. So many blessings to you. And then Alice, hello. So you want to know, what are John Thompson's intentions with you? All right, John Thompson. What is going on with you, John? Johnny boy, Johnny boy. Wow. So 2 7, 7 and 7. So synchronistic, if that means anything for you. But we've got this 7 of Wands energy, which is very much this fiery personality. Seven, this combination, I really, I really just feel un unimpressed by it for you. Is that a way to say it? Run is what I'm saying. You know, I usually don't read the 7 of Swords as deceptive, but they've got a lot of self-deceptive ideas and thoughts and beliefs for themselves that kind of leak out into the outside world, where they feel a little deceptive in the outside world too. And the 7 of Wands energy feels a lot like a lower vibrational expression of like Leo energy, where it's like, look at me, look at me, look at me. I need attention. I want you to see me, me. And I feel like that's where some of the deception comes in. They make it seem like they are all about being a giver and going to be, that attentive lover is what they're saying in my head. And it's like, no, it's all about them. And they're just trying to feel fulfillment, to be seen. And so it's kind of selfish motivations, and a lot of, and they can't give what they don't have a whole lot for themselves. So that's what I feel is the main thing, is they're trying to fill themselves up with stuff in the outside world, and so they don't feel this fullness on the inside. They don't have a whole lot of self-love. So how can they give you love? They don't have it for themselves. They lie to themselves, so how can they not lie to you? It's like they can only give what they have for themselves, if that makes sense. So I would swipe left or whatever it is. I wouldn't pursue that unless you're wanting an adventure in deceit. Then enjoy. All right, hang in there, Alice. Much love to you. All right, and then Infinity is one. I believe you're the last one here coming in for this session. If I missed anyone, my deepest apologies. I will be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time in about 12 hours. It's almost 11 o'clock here. And then also on Sunday morning at that same time, and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So please join me, and I'm happy to pull cards for you. All right, Infinity is one. Did H know how you got the smudge on your face? Interesting. What I don't know. Do we want to know? Just jokes. Just jokes. All right, let's take a look here. It doesn't appear that they were, I don't see like swords and awareness. And then the cups seem to be all about focusing on themselves here with the Ace of Cups, trying to find this dream come true from the inside out. So I kind of feel like they were more absorbed in their own world, that they were kind of oblivious to what was going on in the outside world. So with that, I would feel like that's a no, that they didn't, you know how you got the smudge on your face. I don't know if they really were like paying super close attention to anything. I feel like they were all in here, not even in here. They were just here, sitting in this emotion that they were having. So hopefully that resonates there for you. But that's what they have for you, Infinity. And so that's it for this session. I will, as soon as I'm done, post a comment and pin it listing the order in which the readings were completed. Again, thank you so much for your patience in receiving your readings. And I'm so grateful for your energy and your love and your thirst for searching after spirit. So until I see you guys again, remember, every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. Of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, enjoy the rest of your night or your day, wherever you're at in the world. Till I see you again, much love to you. You hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.